Hello, get ready with me while I talk about literally the craziest friend I've ever had in my fucking life. So, back in the year of about 2021, I had this one friend group, and it consisted of my ex and his friend, and then this one girl. And I've heard about this girl before. I heard some things like that she was like crazy or some shit, but I was just like, you know what? I want to give her a chance because like everyone's always had like rumors been told about them in high school. Like that's just how high school works. So I thought maybe I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. Big mistake. So I we had a mutual friend, which he was actually one of her ex-boyfriends, and they invited me to go to her house, and I know they were using me because they said that they needed a girl to stay so that she could stay at his house. This is like one of his like going away like little party, that they had going on because he was moving. At one point during the night, I heard her crying, and I did hear that something like bad happened at like homecoming or something, like which was that night. And so I took it upon myself as the only girl there besides her. I texted her and I was like, "Hey, like, do you want to come in my room? Like, we could talk. Like, I heard you crying. Like, just want to make sure everything's okay." So she comes in my room and we start talking about like basically our entire lives. Like, I I really got along with this girl. Like, I really liked her, and I thought, wow, like the things people are saying about her must be false because this girl is so like chill and stuff. And I started telling her about everything. I started telling her about like one of my exes, which was the one at that party. He was there. I started telling her everything about him, how like like we dated in middle school, but I still had feelings for him or whatever. And she heard all of it, like she listened. And yeah, after that night, I never really saw her again for a while. I think we might have texted a bit, but it was like, anyways, we hadn't texted for a while. It had been a while. And then she just texted me and she's like, "Hey, like, we're going to St. Pete," something like that. And we wanted to know if you wanted to come. And then she told me who was coming. By the way, let's call this girl Vanessa. So Vanessa invited me, and I said, "Oh, like, I can't," because I actually couldn't. Like, it was something to do with work. And also, it was kind of weird for me because, like, I hadn't talked to this girl in a while. Like, I didn't know how it was, like, gonna be, you know? Like, I talked to her once. Like, we got along very well, but I was kind of shy during this time. And, then she randomly still tried to, like, become my friend and stuff. And I thought it was a little strange because it was, like, out of the blue. And I did see that her and my ex were becoming closer. By the way, let's call my ex Blue, okay? So I did notice that Vanessa and Blue were starting to get closer, and I was like, that kind of weird. But again, I didn't think much of it. Then at one point, when she was trying to be my friend, she told me that she was talking to someone, and I was like, oh, like I don't know what happened inside me where like I just had a feeling that she was talking to Blue. And so I asked her, I said, "Oh, like, is it Blue?" And then she left me unopened for like 20 minutes. And by that point, I was so suspicious. I was like crying because I was like, what the fuck? Like, how are you gonna try to be my friend when you know that I still have like feelings for this boy? Like, and you're like doing stuff like that's just so weird. You know what I mean? And then she texts me and she's like, "Hey, like, sorry, like, I was doing something. I had to make sure it was okay with the person I'm talking to. But no, it's not Blue, it's a girl." And so I was like, "Oh, like, okay." So then at this point I was like, okay, I'm probably just like being crazy, like, you know, just so silly. Like, I just thought that I was being crazy. Little did I know. Anyways, then we start becoming closer. We start hanging out with like everyone together, like the entire friend group. Like I became part of their friend group. And I did notice that it was a little strange. Every single time that I had problems, like I would tell her, like, and then she would just automatically assume it had to do with Blue. Like she would always bring him up all the time, and I literally at one point was just like, no, it's not about him. Like I don't care about him right now. Like I'm literally trying to tell you that blah blah blah. Like, you know what I mean? And then I also thought that it was weird that we would never hang out all together with me and Blue. Like very rarely. Like we would hang out as a group. It was either Blue would go out with them or me would go out with them. Like it was weird. So I guess they were just, she was like trying to hide them, you know. And like even Blue thought it was weird. Blue brought it up too at one point. I was like, I don't know, but I don't really care. Okay. And then at one point, another member of our friend group broke up with the other girl in her friend group. Let's call them Ice and Fire. Okay, Fire is the girl. So Ice broke up with Fire, and whew, Vanessa hated Fire. Vanessa hated her and literally was so insane when they broke up because Ice didn't want to let Fire go. And whenever Fire would try to go to like Ice's house or anything, like Vanessa would literally threaten to call the cops on them and stuff, and just like texted Fire's mom trying to get her kicked out of her house, like exposed her nudes to the fucking school. Like she tried to literally ruin her life. This girl is fucking insane. Okay, then at one point, this is the event that literally changed everything. Supposedly, and I'm saying supposedly because I really don't know what went on. Like I just still don't know everything that happened this day, but supposedly Ice assaulted Vanessa. And this is when things changed because a lot of stuff she was trying to tell me that she doesn't know what to do. And one day I decided, like the day after, like she told me everything, but her story didn't really make sense. And so and then Ice wanted to speak to me. Ice was like, hey, like I really want to talk to you about everything that happened. I was like, hey, like you're my friend too, you know. Like I just want to explain everything. And then I explained everything, and all I told Vanessa was that I was going to speak, that he wanted to speak to me, just explain, and I was just going to hear him out and tell her what he said. And this girl got so angry with me that I spoke with him, and she automatically thought that I was choosing his side over hers. And I was just so fucking confused because, like, no, I was on her side since the beginning. I just wanted to hear his side out because, like, her story's just making no sense, and she's fucking insane, like I've been fucking saying. So I just needed to know. And plus, that guy was, like, actually my friend. Like, we were all friends in that friend group. I just, like, wanted to know, you know? So since she assumed that I took the guy's side, she started being very different with me. And then one day, out of the blue, this girl texts me and she tells me, hey, like, I just want to be completely honest with you. Me and Blue have been messing around, like, for a while now, for months, off and on. And oh my god, I was so fucking angry. It's because, and the fact that she only told me the truth just because she thought I took the guy's side. Like, that's how she wanted me to be upset. So yeah, I did not take this well. I was very upset, and I blocked both of them. Well, at first, she was like saying that she was so sorry, like she was trying to manipulate me, and at first I was like trying to forgive her, and But then the next day, I couldn't. I was so, like, hurt. And she fucking stabbed me in the back, bro, because she knew how much I liked him. And that girl, during our whole time of being friends, she would always be telling me about this girl that she was talking to, this girl. And the whole time, it was him. She was talking to me about my ex while saying it was a girl. That is fucking insane. Like, I can't. Like, I cannot believe it to this fucking day that someone could do that. Like, it was disgusting. And the fact that she hid it from me for, like, fucking months. Like, months. So I ended up gathering, basically putting together the fact that she only became my friend. She only started trying to get closer to me so she could figure him out. Because when we were friends, she was always complaining to me about him and saying how he makes no sense, that, like, he's so, like, hard to figure out or whatever, hot and cold or whatever, like, making jokes. But she would just say that he's just her friend or whatever. So I guess she was just using me to figure him out. So, because she really liked him, but he didn't like her as much back. But girl found out that I don't fucking know him either. So basically she found out nothing. And oh, the story doesn't fucking end here. No, this bitch is insane, bro. She literally starts going at this beef with fire and shit. Like, they start trying to fight and stuff because, like, I don't know, they just don't fucking like each other, you know? Because Vanessa literally tried to get Fire fucking kicked out of her house. Like, she almost got her fucking kicked out. Like, what? So yeah, they don't fuck with each other. And then I'm obviously on Fire's side now because of all the shit that she's done to me. And so I'm trying to help her out. Like, she literally exposed her nudes. And then I ask one of our mutual friends, like, hey, can you report this account? Like, I've told you everything about Vanessa. Like, you know how fucking crazy she is. Can you report this video for non-leading misinformation? Because she was, like, lying about something on TikTok. I don't remember what it was. But then this fucking bitch, the one that I texted telling him to report it, he fucking showed Vanessa. Oh my lord, Vanessa. You fucking bitch, Vanessa. She fucking posted the screenshot on TikTok being like, imagine trying to report me. Like, y'all are so obsessed with me, whatever. I was not having that shit. I fucking took everything I could find possible about Vanessa that would make her look like a terrible person. Like, I got screenshots of her literally saying slurs and saying stuff that I literally would tell her straight up, like, hey, like, that's messed up. Why would you say that? And, like, her being like, haha, like, it's just a joke or some shit like that. So I took everything together and I posted a little video about her, which was about, like, a whole minute long, maybe, like, 3 minutes. I don't remember, but that shit was long as fuck. Exposed the fuck out of her. Of course, her and her little friends got the video taken down. But at the end of the day, I fucking won because that was a warning shot. Because I could have easily gotten more stuff that I could have posted about you. And after that, they left me alone. But yeah, this girl is, like, fucking insane. Like, I can't. Literally tried to ruin my friend's life. And this is why you have to be careful with those friends that you have a gut feeling about, because I had a gut feeling about her from the beginning. I had a feeling that she was talking to my ex. I just had a fucking feeling, but I ignored it. But you can't do that because your gut feeling is always there for a reason. And now I am done, just in time. This is the makeup. And then I like to straighten my bangs after I do my makeup. because they be all over the place. I really don't want bangs anymore. Like every single time I either want bangs, I want them back, or I want them gone. Like it's never, like I never know what I want. So yeah, I do this so I could cover them. All I do is put bobby pins. Today I'm gonna get my nails done. I'm gonna get like some stars on them. But anyways, yeah. That's the finished look. Bye.